Our Watermark-FX technique is a unique way to be able to take a metallic area and then subliminally hide either patterns or logos inside there. And we're going to demonstrate that today in a very simple way of doing this. We're going to create a metallic background, and then where it says the Watermark-FX, this is text, we're going to make that part of the watermark. So to start off with, we're going to open up our colour palette. This is the digital colour library that matches the swatch book that you'd have printed off your press. So we're going to go through and we're going to first of all drag and drop some colours onto the background. So if I'm using in this instance number 20, then what I need in the background, for the watermark effect will be 20 watermark effect. So I'm going to drag that onto that text. Now you can visually just about see, I'm just going to show you what happens here. You can see we're controlling the metallic separation in the design. Let's go back to our palette and let's carry on working with some other colours. So I appreciate you won't be able to fully see everything that's going on here, but we're just going to quickly run through it all so we can colour up the file. Oops. Now watermark. Now these are all techniques that you just cannot do with a spot colour system because it's, oops, wrong one. So if you make a mistake like that, very simple, drag and drop and replace it with the other technique. You cannot do a lot of these effects with a spot colour system, and that is purely because spot colours are literally what they say. They're a spot colour on its own. You cannot make watermarks, you cannot do gradations, you cannot control the metallic separations. You're just stuck with a very basic solid colour. Now for example, if I'm a designer and I say I want to have metallic gold blended into metallic silver, how can you do that? How does the RIP know the point between the 2 points on a gradient to calculate it all? It cannot be done. If I was a designer and say I only want metallic in one area but I want CMYK in the other, you cannot do that with a spot colour system. It's literally everything or nothing. So with the colour logic system we empower designers to be able to create effects that using tools and palettes that they're familiar with inside Adobe. Okay, so now we have this here. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. So what you'll just about make out is this watermark effect, and that's designed in that way so that when you move the print, that word watermark effects will appear and disappear as you're moving the angle of the print. And it's great for adding subliminal wording into the background of a design, because you don't want something to be overpowering and overfacing the design. Having something more subtle in the background that when you move the print appears and catches the eye of the user. That entrains the brain into be able to associating techniques and effects with a brand. So if your brand stands out, that's what people remember. Have any questions on this technique or wish to know further information about how it can be used in your designs, please contact us at support@colour-logic.com.